Okay, so welcome to the information series for carers, and this month it's about a mental health special, and we've got lots of organisations to talk to you about the work they do to help people's mental health and well-being within Derby City. So first of all, we want to talk about Derbyshire Mind. So people can access Derbyshire Mind if you have a GP in Derby City. So you are allowed, sorry, in Derbyshire. So you are allowed to access Derbyshire Mind's activities if you are living in the city as well as the county. They've got a program of psychological support that they call supported self-help. There's some more information there, but briefly, it's you check in with a professional and you do a lot of CBT type work yourself. So you have 5 weekly sessions with them. Your first introductory session is a bit longer, and then you have but in between you do quite a lot of the work yourself. So that's just a leaflet on the supported self-help programme that Mind nationally has and Derbyshire deliver locally. And then on the right-hand side, there's lots of the initiatives that Derbyshire Mind have that you can access. From a running club to mindfulness that's online to walking in Chatsworth and some grief sessions, different walks and mindful craft. All of it can be accessed through the Derbyshire Mind website, which is on the top line and on the bottom of the supported self-help leaflet. And you can access that yourself. You can refer yourself into anything that Derbyshire Mind do. So that's their information. And next we have got the Happiness Hub. And welcome to Aisha and Emma from, and apologies if I've pronounced that wrong, from the Happiness Hub. And if you'd like to take over, that'd be great.
Hi, yes. Thank you so much. Are you doing the slides or did you want me to?
Oh, I'll do the slides. Sorry, yeah, I'll do the slides. I'll keep sharing and do the slides.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Saves me a job.
Just give me a nod.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, welcome to the Happiness Hub, Derby, and thank you so much for giving us the time to share a little bit about who we are with you. So we're a volunteer-led community interest group based in Derby. And we're founded for passion and for improving happiness and well-being of our community and fostering connection and kindness. Our goal is to create a warm and welcoming space where people can take a breath, feel supported and discover moments of joy in everyday life. Next slide, please. Thank you. So our mission is simple but powerful. We just want to help people reconnect with themselves, find calm amidst the demands of life, and just build joyful moments into our everyday routine. And our goal is to provide a safe, inclusive space where you can take a break, recharge, and experience genuine connection with others and yourself. So at the heart of everything we do is our core values, and that is kindness, inclusion and joy. We welcome everyone exactly as they are because we believe that small moments of care and connection can create meaningful, lasting change. And most importantly, we're here to remind you that you matter. Next slide, please.
Thank you. It's just taking a minute to respond.
That's okay. So one of our cornerstones is our free 6 weeks mindfulness for beginners course. This is a gentle, down-to-earth introduction to mindfulness, which helps people find a bit of calm, build their own personal happiness toolbox, and connects with others along the way. We also run a friendly, relaxed coffee and cake meetup. And this is a chance for all our members to sit down, have a chat, enjoy a little break with a warm drink and a sweet treat, because sometimes all we need is a good natter over cake. And hopefully coming soon, we will be launching our Breathe, Move and Laughter sessions. And that combines mindfulness, breathing, gentle movement and laughter yoga. And yes, you'll laugh on purpose, and yes, it actually works. And these sessions are designed to boost your mood, ease tension and get moving in a way that feels good for us. All of our core services are free and accessible and designed to be welcoming and inclusive for everyone. We keep All our groups small, so no more than 12 members per group, and this ensures that everyone feels comfortable and gets the most out of each session. For our community and corporate sessions, we offer tailored wellbeing workshops to suit local groups, CICs and businesses of all sizes, and we just ask for a donation to help keep our community work running, and every penny goes straight back into supporting and growing our community services. So if you're an individual looking to join us, the best place to start is with our Mindfulness for Beginners course. It's a great way for you to connect with your community, lay the foundations for your wellbeing journey, and build practical tools to support your mental health and wellbeing. From there, we'll help you keep the momentum going with our meetups and activity sessions.
I've got past members' feedback on the screen.
Okay, yeah, seen it. Thank you. Yeah, we know starting something new can feel really daunting, and we've all been there. So before we go any further, we'd love to just share a few words from people who felt exactly the same way. And spoiler alert, by the end of the first session, they were all smiling and settled and wondered why they'd waited so long. So we have Lorraine, who said that she really enjoyed all the sessions and felt so much better. Sam told us that they really enjoyed the course and all the subjects we covered, and that it really helped her with her well-being. Marie loved the activities. I think the course is perfectly balanced and thought-provoking and relaxed, is what she said. And Fungi told us that she was very proud to have been part of the Happiness Hub, and it changed her whole life. It's worth pointing out Sam, Marie and Fungi are all full-time carers, either in the community or for a family member. So I have an amazing lady sat next to me, Emma, and I'd just like you to listen to her journey with the Happiness Hub. She started her journey with us on our mindfulness course, and now is an incredible volunteer and a big part of our team.
Hello, everybody. So basically, I just wanted to talk about how I started with the Happiness Hub as a service user's point of view. So I started last winter when I was in a really dark place mentally and emotionally, and walking through that door was so difficult. But as soon as I came in, I felt so welcomed, and it gave me the confidence to actually come back and complete the whole 6-week course. I found the course to be really amazing, professionally run, but at the same time really warm and friendly. I think that's a really difficult balance to achieve, but the Happiness Hub does exactly that. I found that the slides were really good information, a good mixture of teaching, giving us tools and class discussion, and some art therapy mixed in as well, and a little bit of meditation, which really helps calm everybody down as well. It actually, the things that we're taught they seem really simple, but the tools that we are given, they are really effective. So, for example, we start off with gratitude. So what we do is write down 3 things that we're grateful for every day, and that seems like a simple idea, but when you're feeling so low, it's like, oh, I can't think of anything to be grateful for, and it's really difficult. But as long as you carry on with your habits, you can actually find things to be grateful for, and in the end something switches in your brain, and all of a sudden you're finding gratefulness wherever you go. It really helps you to get your brain into gear, I find. And the more that you use the tools that the Happiness Hub give you, the more beneficial it becomes, the more stable you become. I can be a testament to that, and so can a lot of people. I can categorically say that the Happiness Hub has really saved me from going into a very deep, dark depression. and I know a lot of other people have felt absolutely the same. I feel that the course is an absolute credit to Aisha. She's done absolutely amazing. There's no doubt in my mind that she has improved the lives of so many people. And I just want to thank you for that, Aisha. I really do. And now that I'm a volunteer, obviously it's just given me the impetus to go from strength to strength as well. So yes, the course is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Beautiful words. Thank you. So yeah, not only are our volunteers absolutely paramount to what it is that we do, we have some incredible Derby-based organisations who share our vision too. So we've it was the Derby Association of Community Partners who have proudly sponsored our first year, helping us to get off to a strong start. The University of Derby has been invaluable partner in connecting us with some brilliant student volunteers who we've had on board, and it's been fantastic having them also, both up front and in the background. The Derby Community Lottery and Community Action Derby have supported our fundraising efforts and offered guidance through our startup journey. So if what you've heard today sounds like your cup of tea with optional cake, we'd love to welcome you to our next course. So we've got a daytime course starting on Tuesday, the 22nd of July, which will run from 12 till 2 p.m. at Humber Close in Alveston. And our evening course begins on Thursday, the 24th of July, 6 till 8 in the same location. There are clickables on the screen. I'm hoping if they are clickable, if not, just that's our Facebook group and our website where you'll find lots more information. Most of our things that we pop out go onto our Facebook group. We do try and update our website as often as possible. And yeah, thank you for having us. And any questions that you would like, we'll be happy to answer. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, both of you. That was great. Alice, has anybody put any questions in the chat?
No, we've not had any so far, Nikki.
Okay, well, we'll move on, but if you put any questions in the chat, we can always ask at the end. So thank you again, both of you, for doing that. That's really interesting. And I'm sure that we've got a few of our helpline staff on here today that will pass on this information too. So we have next, I think, Dolly. Are you there, Dolly?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I have done just a slide for you, Dolly, that kind of looks like this from your website. Is that okay, or would you like to put some information of your own on there?
What I have got, Nikki, apologies, I couldn't send it in advance. I have got a presentation which I'll be happy to send you, and if you want to share it more widely with your contacts, feel free to do that. But I think for now, yes, this is great. In a nutshell, it will suffice, and obviously I will expand and explain too. Yes, we are Derby City Lifelinks, which is we're a mental health charity in Derby, which means all our services are absolutely free to access. At Lifelinks, we provide an emotional wellness and mental health recovery service here from our office based in Derby City Centre. We provide support in a number of ways. First of all, I'll tell you a bit about the kind of ethos and the sort of things that we do. We are a community-based service based in city centre, so really easy to access. We have got a website which is up on the slide there. We have got a dedicated information line as well, which operates from Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. excluding bank holidays. There is an option to leave a voicemail as well, and we will definitely get back to yourselves as well. One thing I would say, our telephone line is absolutely free to access. There's no charge to call that. It's a free phone as well. And this is where people can ring up, not just for specifically mental health related inquiries, but for anything else, because we can give them information and guidance and signpost them to other services as well, because we essentially hold a directory of other services operating in Derby area as well. Yes. Moving on to who can access our service. So our service is available to all residents in Derby City, aged 18 and above. We receive self-referrals. We can receive professional referrals. Referrals can be made by email, by dropping into our office, and of course by telephoning us as well. We provide support in a couple of 3 different ways, depending on which one is suitable for people. They can access that. First of all is individualized recovery, community recovery support. Then we have peer support groups. Then we also offer workshops, one-off workshops and mental health courses as well. So talking about our individual recovery support, which is literally support on a one-on-one basis, for which we will require a referral form, which is available from our website. One can download it and either print it off, fill it the old-fashioned way, or you can email it to us as well. And we shall aim to get back to you in a couple of 2 days' time to contact you and acknowledge the referral made. Our one-to-one work is very much, with us being a community-based service, is very much focused on improving and maintaining one's mental health and focusing on recovery, self-management and driving independence. And the kind of work that we do in that is by promoting self-help tools and techniques. So essentially we provide support in structured self-help terms, as opposed to therapy or counselling. So in that, we will combine certain elements from the CBT worksheets and tools, and then people will have some little bit of work to do in between the sessions to practice the skills that are taught in the sessions. The sessions will take place every couple of weeks, and they can be face-to-face from our office, or they can be remotely over the phone or virtual as well. So people can receive a maximum 12 sessions under one referral, and if by the end of the support, if people feel that they need further support, we can look at either an onward referral to a more specific and suitable service, or people have got the opportunity to come back to us, provided there is a gap of 3 to 6 months to be able to practice what they had covered under one referral, under one set of support, under one continuous support sessions. And if there is further need to come back, then absolutely we are open to that too. In terms of criteria, eligibility criteria for the one-to-one support, it is quite broad, so long as one is a resident of Derby and aged 18 and above, and not presenting in a crisis, then we can absolutely discuss and assess that referral. We have got partner services or other services in the community if one needed support there and then if one is presenting in a crisis. The other ways that we offer support is via the peer support groups. which are run weekly from our office on Green Lane, and majority of them are face-to-face apart from one. So at present we have 5 peer support groups running, and I will mention them here, but I will send over the all this information so that you have got it, and also do refer to actually our website as well. It is all up to date. So there is managing well-being on Mondays. There is the women's group and the men's group peer support group happening on Wednesdays. There is a crafts group called Creative Links on Thursdays. And then on Fridays, we have Hearing Voices group, which is the only one which is on Zoom. And just as a point of interest, in the crafts group, we provide all the materials. People can, of course, bring along anything that they would like to do in those couple of hours. They're welcome to, but usually the activities are planned and the materials are provided, and it's all free to access. From time to time, the numbers sort of fluctuate, and if we have reached the full capacity for any of these groups, and then we do try to update our website, so please do refer to that. But if it's not reflected, then one can just simply assume that they can attend and can just let the office know that you will be popping along and you'll be made very welcome. The groups are run by a combination of our staff team. We do have a pool of great volunteers as well. A majority of the peer support groups are facilitated, if not co-facilitated, by our lovely volunteers alongside the staff as well. Then we offer something called the recovery education. So that's the third aspect of our support that we provide, which means different workshops on different mental health topics, such as, for example, stress management, emotional regulation, managing well-being, or more seasonal ones, winter well-being, etc. These tend to be one-off for about an hour to 2 hour maximum, and they are delivered from our office on Green Lane in Derby, and we usually plan them about 3 months in advance, and again they are advertised on our website. All one has to do is just get in touch with the office, either by phone or email, to book yourselves onto any one of the workshops. And what one can expect from these workshops is usually they tend to be slightly educational in nature. So, for example, if there was one on anxiety, it'll explore what does anxiety means, how different people can experience it differently, both physically and mentally, what are the triggers, and of course, what can people do in terms of managing the anxiety. So a range of tools and techniques will be discussed in those workshops as well. Alongside the workshops, we do run mental health courses as well. For example, we've got one running right now called Conflict Management course. The courses tend to be more of either a four to 6 part series. So where we meet weekly for either 4 weeks or 6 weeks, depending on the content in that, and they typically tend to be a couple of hours each week. So we explore a topic more in depth, essentially covering a lot of the material that we would cover on a one-to-one basis over the 12 sessions with a client. So yes, again, any upcoming courses, they are advertised on our website, so be a good idea to keep referring and checking, or sometimes you may not see something that's up and coming that you might be interested in. It would still be worth ringing up the the office, because if there is enough interest around one topic, then we would look to then put a date in the future for rerunning one of those workshops. That's pretty much everything, really. In case somebody felt something I may have obviously missed, then please shout out, let me know if any questions at all. One thing I would clarify is on the slide, it mentions therapy services. That is something that we have put hold on for now. As soon as it is relaunched, we will update our website. At the moment, it does say at full capacity, but when we have capacity to see clients again and take on referrals for therapy, then we will update that shortly. Yeah.
Right. Thanks very much, Dolly. And I'm just going to stop sharing screen for a second because as you may notice, I have had some kind of technical thing going on and I cannot get this. I can't get this menu off my screen. So I apologise for that. I'm going to see if I can just oh no, I found a way of doing it. So I just wanted to make sure that I could get that off my screen before I started again. But I do apologise for the fact that I was fiddling around trying to get rid of it and it was blocking a little bit of Dolly's slide. So apologies for that. I dropped something on the keyboard. It serves me right for fiddling. If there's ever any technical issues on these things, it's pretty much always me. So apologies in advance for everybody else if I ruin your presentation. But yeah, great, Dolly. Thank you very much. Loads of information, lots more on the website for Derby City Lifelinks. And if there's any questions, particularly for Dolly, if you pop them in the chat. There have been a few already for Aisha, but which she's answered in the chat. But just for completeness, for anybody that's watching this on record, I'm just going to ask them here. And the first one was from Liam that asked if it was a drop-in service for the Happiness Hub. And Aisha said, sadly, at the moment, it's not a drop-in service, but they're working towards that in the future, which would be lovely. And the second question for Aisha was, is the venue near a bus stop and is there a car park? And I believe that it is near a bus stop and there is a car park. Apparently, both 1A and 1C bus route get you to the Happiness Hub. So have a look for more information, and they were on the website of where it is. I mean, on the slide, sorry, for where it is. And yes, there are buses that get you there and a car park. Aisha, did you want to add anything at all to that?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. Thank you very much.
Super. So if there are any questions for Dolly or about Derby City Lifelinks, if you want to pop them in the chat, we can circle back to that at the end. I will just try and, sorry.
I'm sorry, Nikki, before I missed the chance. I forgot to mention we have recently collaborated with Chatterbox Cafe. Some people may have heard of it, but those who haven't, it is a weekly mental health drop-in that happens from Derby Community Hub. It is run by a chap called John Bentley, who is peer himself, so lived experience. He has a wealth of, sort of his own share of shared experience, his own experience to share with people who come along, how he has turned, something quite, a negative into a positive. So it's run by him, and we've just recently collaborated. So sorry, it's escaped my mind. It's not quite up on our website yet, but it will be soon. But it's a weekly drop-in session happening from the Derby Community Hub.
And that's on a Friday morning, is that right, Dolly?
Friday mornings.
So
yes,
every
from
every
10.
Friday morning, John is there at the community room and the Derby on, which is the one across from kind of Iceland Superdrug, and he will welcome you there on a Friday morning to just settle in and chat about any difficulties that you've had, or just to see a friendly face and have a cup of coffee with them and say hello.
Yeah, and it's really relaxed atmosphere, chats, light refreshments and games. So yeah, really lovely place to be. With regards to yes, individuals can self-refer. Definitely, our referral form is available to download from our website. Equally, if you can't do that, just give us a call or email us, and then we will send you either one in post or can fill it over the phone. And yeah, we will equally accept professional referrals as well.
That's great. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll move on, and I'm going to try and get the screen to go back onto the presentation so that Liam can do his bit. So if you just bear with me for 1 second. Well, that was almost seamless. So Liam, if you want to introduce yourself, you're welcome to do that, and just give us a nod when you would like a slide changing. That'd be amazing.
Thank you very much, and thanks for inviting me here today. My name is Liam. I'm a clinical psychologist, and at the moment I'm doing a research project which is aiming to improve crisis care services for people with a diagnosis of borderline personality disorder. Although I do talk about this terminology of borderline personality disorder, I should just note that it's a controversial term, and many people do not associate with this diagnosis or have a different diagnosis. But what I'm really interested in is the kinds of difficulties that are often associated with this diagnosis. So that means things like difficulties with self-harm, difficulties with maintaining mutually healthy relationships, impulsivity and emotion regulation problems. As the main part of my study is interviewing what I would call stakeholders. So those stakeholders means people who have a vested interest in improving crisis care services. So I've been interviewing service users, I've been interviewing relatives and carers of people with a diagnosis of borderline personality disorder, and I've been interviewing staff and also other stakeholders, for example, police, ambulance workers, people who work in alternative provision services. So it's a one-off interview, and I'm still looking for a few carers or relatives of people who have a diagnosis of borderline personality disorder or those kinds of problems, who have accessed crisis care services in the last couple of years. So I'm hoping by coming here today and meeting people and through maybe other people's networks who are here today to meet a few. I've interviewed 9 relatives. I'm hoping to interview 15 overall. So if there are people who you could move on to the next slide, please. I've put this thing about the payment in there. There's a £37.50 payment for all participants, and I just think that's important to acknowledge, because many people, particularly relatives and carers, are often very short on time. So I think it's important that there's a recognition of the time that people are taking out of their day to participate in this study. Most of the interviews I've been doing online over Zoom, but I do have the facility to meet people face to face as well, if that's the preference. So really, this is the main point. If you are a relative of someone with BPD who's used the crisis care services, so that means inpatient mental health services, A&E, or the crisis and home treatment team, it would be great to hear from you. And I've included my email address and my telephone number here. You can message me if you prefer. Some people prefer just to, send you a text. That's a bit more every day, and I'll get back to you. Or you can ring me or email me. It would be great to hear from you, and then I can follow up with you and see whether this is something that you want to go ahead with, and we can then book a date for the one-off interview, which lasts usually no more than an hour. And that's everything I've got to say. That just thanks very much for giving me the opportunity to mention this study here. And when the findings are ready, if it's appropriate, Nikki, as well, it would be great to come and share the results of this study in this forum and any other channels that seem appropriate.
Okay, that's great, Liam. Thanks. Yeah, get in touch with you with the information once it's been released, and we'll see what we can do. But thank you very, very much for coming along today. It's a little bit different from everybody else in so much as everyone else is talking about provision, but it's hopefully it'll spike with somebody, and someone may be able to come your way and contribute to the research. But thank you very much for coming and talking to us about that. That's great.
Thank you.
Thanks. So our next person that's up is Beck Haynes from Action for Happiness. So Beck's got a few slides did you want to talk as well? Sorry, Fraser, did you want to say something?
Yeah. Hi. Yes. Have we got
Sorry.
time? Are we a bit precious for
Yeah.
time?
No. Go. Sorry. I completely missed that you were both becoming. Let me go to the slide with your name on it, and then you can speak there. Or do you want to share something?
No, I can go ahead and do it verbally if that's leave the slide up.
Okay.
That's great. Thank you so much. So, hi everyone. I'm Fraser Tansley, lead research and mental health nurse for Derbyshire Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust. I'm part of a team that delivers clinical research across NHS services in the city and county, and we're based just at Kingsway Hospital, just behind the Royal Derby. So we deliver National Institute for Health and Care Research, NIHR research, which funds studies in the NHS and care settings. We deliver 20 to 30 studies at any one time, including studies for carers. So this research helps us understand conditions better and develop new treatments or support strategies that can improve life for both patients and carers. One type of the research we do is clinical research. And so we test new treatments or approaches to see if they work and are safe. So I basically wanted to offer a study that we're about to open and see if we might have anyone that's interested in getting in contact with me. My email address is f.tansley1@nhs.net. If anyone wants to get in contact. And it's a study called Care Coach, and it's a unique opportunity designed to support family carers of people living with dementia. So it's an online support package that combines e-health modules, so online, with one-to-one person coaching. It's designed to help people manage the challenges of caring for someone with dementia, improving self-efficacy, and enhance overall well-being. So there's personalised coaching involved over 8 weeks. The coach will help navigate the Care Coach platform and tailoring the experience to people's needs. It offers lots of flexibility and building a support network. And then even after 8 weeks, you continue to have the Care Coach materials for another 6 months. There seems to be some benefits, we hope so. The nature of research, we're trying to find that out. So participants have reported feeling more confident in managing dementia-related symptoms and challenges, potentially reduce stress and enhance quality of life. So we're looking for carers who are interested in taking part. If you're over 18, live in the UK and caring for someone with dementia, you might be eligible. So again, you could just drop me an email, and it's f.tansley1@nhs.net. We're here to answer any questions you might have and take the first step towards supporting people in this nature of study. So that's a really quick whistle-stop tour. But yeah, we do lots of other studies, so feel free to get in contact. It includes carers. So thank you.
Thank you, Fraser. That's amazing. It was a bit of a whistle-stop tour of the whole of the research department at Derbyshire Healthcare Foundation Trust. But what we can do is I will adjust this presentation so that it has your email address on it. And so if anybody wants this information in the future and they ask for this slideshow, then that information will be on there. And if you want to send us any flyers you've got for your study, we can send that out more widely.
Fantastic. That'd be great. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Right, I am going to move to you, Beck, now. Sorry about that I've gone to backwards and forwards.
No problem, Nikki.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. It's been a really interesting session so far. Actually, I've been taking lots of notes. So I'm here today to represent Action for Happiness, which is an international charity devoted to happiness and positivity. So I'm a volunteer for the charity. It's really great to be on the same call as the Happiness Hub because I feel like we probably complement each other really well. They're on the ground doing stuff in Derby for local people, and I guess Action for Happiness is more of an online resource, which might be better for some people, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of research around the information that Action for Happiness do, and a lot of stuff that people can access on the internet in their own time. So hopefully helpful. So if you can go on to the next slide for me, Nikki, I'll explain a bit more. So the charity has been around more than 10 years, and there's been a lot of research into what makes people happy and what brings positivity to people's lives. And they have set up these what they call 10 keys to happier living. And I guess it's just an easy way of sort of having a look at, you know, if somebody was feeling a bit down or, you know, wondering how they could improve their life. This might give a little bit of guidance because there's sort of 10 things here that research shows contribute to people feeling more positive about their life and happier. So I'll sort of mention them very briefly, but there's a lot more information on the website, and I'll give you the website information in a minute. But generally, it's so they've managed to make it spell out great dream, which is really handy. The mnemonics of the different 10 keys. The first one is giving, so doing things for others, and I'm sure that the majority of carers would say they already do that in abundance, so that's probably a big tick for that. Relating is the second one, so connecting with people is obviously really important to people's mental health, and probably especially when you're a carer and often, I would imagine, feeling quite isolated. So that's something that is recognised as really important. And I guess we naturally think of that as connecting with people in face to face. Sometimes that's not possible. So, you know, we've heard today about some online groups and things, and there's certainly ways of connecting with others online with Action for Happiness as well. And then the next one is exercising. This is my least favourite because I need to do more of it. So taking care of your body, and again, it might not necessarily be going down the gym, but it might be, you know, going for a walk or maybe doing a bit of, I don't know, stretching or yoga at home. The next one is appreciating, noticing sort of the world around you, and I suppose it's going back to that gratitude, really, just really noticing, you know, I'm just looking out the window now and I can see loads of beautiful flowers and birds in the garden. And that sort of thing can help me to feel sort of quite grounded and more positive about life. The next one is trying out, so learning new things. And again, that might not necessarily be formally going to a course. It might be reading a new book or, you know, maybe talking about something different with somebody that you've come across something new. And then the next one is direction. So it's sort of having goals to look forward to. And again, that could be quite a small goal. It could be a nice holiday somewhere, or it could just be a walk with a friend or a relaxing bath or something. The next one is resilience. So finding ways to bounce back. Really important in these stressful times, finding ways to sort of deal with everything that life throws at us. And emotion is taking a positive approach, so not always easy, but trying to see the good in situations where you can. Acceptance is about being comfortable with who you are. Again, that can be quite a big thing for a lot of people. And sometimes it's small steps that make the difference. And then meaning is being part of something bigger. So that might be a group, it might be a religion, it might be some sort of you know, social group or something. But I guess it just helps to feel that you're not alone in the world, and that there are other people out there that are thinking of you who with common beliefs. So again, there's a lot more information about these things on the website, but it's just a way of sort of looking at your life and deciding which bits you perhaps need to spend more time doing to feel better and more positive and happy. So if we can go on to the next slide, please, Nikki. Thank you. So Action of Happiness is does these little calendars every month. So we're in Joyful June at the moment. I think May was Meaningful May. Can't quite remember what July is, but there's a different theme for every month. And you can download these calendars, you can print them off. There's an app that you can look for in your app store that helps you to look at these things every day. And it just gives you a little idea of something positive to do every day. So if you look at today, Monday the 9th, it's ask a friend what makes them happy recently. So it's just little tiny things every day that can help you keep focused on fitness and positivity. So these, as I say, these are every month. They're nice and colourful and just give you a few ideas to improve the happiness and positivity in your life. So again, available on the website. And next one. And so this is the final one really, but just to really recommend the Action for Happiness website. So it's got lots and lots of information on there. As I say, it's got the monthly calendars and the app that I just referred to. There's an online coaching program that you can sign up to. I think it's a 10-week course and it's very flexible. And so it just guides you through, again, different ways to make life more positive and happy for yourself. And then there's a great library of resources. So if you went onto the website, there's little dots at the top, and you go onto there, and there's a tab called Resources. And on there, I think there's over 200 different podcasts and videos by experts on all sorts of different things to do with positivity and happiness. So there's even things about sleep, there's things about gratitude and nature, about relaxation. And there's some really interesting people on there. One of my favorites is by Ruby Wax, the comedian, and she talks a lot about positivity and mindfulness. So a great library that you can use whenever you want. I think most of the talks are probably about 45 minutes an hour. And you could obviously watch 5 minutes here and there. So it's a really good resource for people to tap into whenever they want to. We have done things more locally. With Action for Happiness, we used to have a happy cafe at the Quad in Derby every month, where we focused on some of the stuff that I've touched on today. That's on hold for now, but maybe we'll do something again in the future. But that's everything I've got to say today about Action for Happiness. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Beck. That's great. Some really amazing resources there for people just to pick up on their own. So thanks very much for letting us know about that.
Thank you.
So the next thing that we're going to talk about is Vita Healthcare. Unfortunately, we couldn't find somebody couldn't come along from there today. But for those that don't know, from July, the provision of talking therapies in Derby is all going to be through Vita Healthcare. And so if you wanted a talking therapy, whereas at the moment I think there's 4 or 5 places you could turn to, for the main contract, it will mostly be through Vita Healthcare come from July. And I'm hesitating a little bit because we're going to go on to Disability Direct in a minute that also will do one. But if I just take you through a little bit about Vita Healthcare and what they're going to be doing. So it's a talking service and it's free. So the kind of thing that you would have traditionally gone to the doctors for a referral or self-referred into a talking therapy, that this is what they're going to be offering, short-term therapy service. And to be able to access Vita Healthcare's short-term therapy service, you have to be registered with a GP surgery in either Derby or Derbyshire, and you must be over 16. This is how you can get in touch with them. Some people may come through by a referral, or you can email or telephone yourself if you want to avoid the chat box. Once the referral is received, you will receive a text to say they'll be contacting you in 3 days, and then they'll do an assessment with you. And following that assessment, you'll be booked onto an appointment. So all the information is there about how they process your referral or your inquiry. And then this is a slide that talks you through the journey that you would be expected if you get in touch with Vita Healthcare. So you get in touch with them either through a referral yourself or through a self-referral. They will then do an assessment. They'll call you back to discuss some options for you, and you'll be placed on a waiting list, and then you'll be contacted when there's an available appointment. So this is the kind of therapies that they offer. There are a few different options, and you'll be offered one that is most suitable to you as a person. It may be counselling, it may be something like computerized, it may be CBT or EMDR with eye movement and desensitization and reprocessing. So that's something that's for specific mental ill health conditions, high intensity cognitive behavioural therapy, or it may be through some webinars that address worries, low mood and panics. They do therapies in person, either on Teams or by telephone, and they do it in different languages using an interpreter. So those are some of the languages that they offer. So that was just a whistle-stop tour. I'm sure if somebody from VITA was here, they would have done a better job than I did. But it does mean that all the information is there for you to access through their website. And I think if I just put this back up, this is the slide that shows you how to get into VITA either online, by email or by telephone. Right, so last but definitely not least, we have Candice from Disability Direct, and she's going to talk to us about what they offer there. Are you there, Candice?
Yes, I am. Did you have the latest slides that I sent to you, Nikki, at all? I sent them in this
didn't see them,
morning.
Candice. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Do you have them there and you can pop them up, or?
Oh, I
don't.
Yeah, I could try do that. I'm not very good at this.
If you could, that'd be amazing.
Let me have a go. Just give me a few seconds. Sorry.
I will stop sharing and then give you an opportunity to share.
Okay. Hopefully I can pull this off. If not, I can talk. Okay. Should I just try share it's on my screen, but it's not popping up on here. So let's see if we can everyone see that? No?
Hang on.
I can see that.
Yes.
They're talking therapy to you.
Yes.
I can't see it on my I can't see the picture in here. Okay. Can everyone see that? Yeah.
Yes.
I suppose everyone's muted, so no, I wouldn't expect a response from anyone. So
Sorry,
hello.
yes, I can see it fine. Thank you.
No problem, no problem. So I'm Candice Liverhall, and I'm a therapist and also placement coordinator at Disability Direct. So thank you so much for having us today. We're really honoured to be here and talk about the fantastic talking therapy service that we have. And at the end, I've got some other services that we offer for mental health for carers as well, which I'll go through. So talking therapy is a free counselling service that we offer at Disability Direct. It's all in-person talking therapy, so face-to-face. We provide a safe, confidential and non-judgmental space where you can explore your thoughts, feelings and experiences. Anyone over the age of 18 from any area. We're not postcode limited, thankfully. So anyone Derbyshire or beyond that could drive or get to one of our therapy rooms can attend. The clients must have full mental capacity and be able to attend sessions in person. That's our only criteria at this stage. So what type of therapy do we do? So we, some services, as you just heard, offer mostly CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. We offer an integrative approach. So we use cognitive behavioral therapy, person-centered and attachment theory all in one don't worry how it works, but it does work, to help the client. So some people come and say they just want to focus on their thoughts, but we'll do it in a person-centered way, which means we work at their pace, what the person wants to bring. They come with their own agenda. There's no directive as such from the therapist. It's all about you, the client, and hearing you. And we look at the different modalities help us to look at all different aspects of the presenting issue, whether it's anxiety, depression, trauma. We deal with a wide variety of presentations, so just about anything and everything. How can therapy help you as a carer, as a human? It can provide a confidential space to talk about whatever's been troubling you, explore your thoughts and feelings and what they mean to you, validate you and your feelings and empower you, help you to work towards emotional well-being. It can develop coping strategies for managing stress, anxiety, and depression. Therapy can also improve self-awareness and emotional understanding. It can support your personal growth and boost your self-esteem, enhance communication skills and relationship dynamics, assist in processing trauma and unresolved past experiences, and guide decision-making in life transitions with clarity and confidence. Can also help develop self-care strategies to help look after yourself, especially in the caring field. I'm sure people are giving and giving and giving of themselves and feel that they've got absolutely nothing left. And we do get a lot of people in the care sector through as clients for that reason, because they just feel like they've come to their end, which is understandable. And we are there to support you, help you, and guide you through this time in your life. How to access us? There's a bigger screen at the end with our contact details. This is just a fancy diagram. I thought it might look nice, but call us on that number on the screen, or email us at info@disabilitydirect.com. After that initial contact, a referral form will be sent out to you. So it could be emailed, it can be posted, or if you have difficulty filling in forms, we can do it over the phone with you. Once the referral form has been received and processed, you'll be contacted within 24 to 48 hours, letting us know we have received it. And then within a week, a telephone assessment will be done with you over the phone, if you can talk over the phone. If not, we do have other methods of doing that assessment. And then you'll be placed on our waiting list and informed when a therapist is available. At the moment, we normally see people within 3 months. So it's quite a good waiting list, and sometimes sooner because we do get cancellations. We do have quite a large range of therapists running over a range of days. So, it may be that you get seen even sooner. We aim to see people as soon as possible. And whilst you're on our waiting list, we do keep in contact with you. We provide you with mental health helpline numbers. And every 6 weeks, we do a check-in with you just to make sure you're doing okay, you have support on the outside, and hopefully give you an idea of when you might be seen. That's a new flyer, which we do have hard copies of. We're happy to send them out. We've shared them far and wide with GP surgeries, so you may see it in your GP surgery next time you go there. But we're happy to post them to you, send them online if you want to share them far and wide with your service users and people who you feel may need them. There's our contact details again on one screen, but easier to see than on the former screen. So the best way to do it is by phone, option 3, or info, and that's our website at the bottom. So we have one room in Pride Park, and we have another room at Pentagon Island, and we are currently expanding the service. So it might be the next time you contact us, we say, oh, we've got another room and another location. So we're trying to make it accessible. All our rooms are fully accessible. So that's just one of our main things. We do see disabled people. It's just as long as they've got full mental capacity. Does anyone have any questions on that so far? If not, I'll go on to our next little venture.
There isn't anything in the chat at the moment, Candice, so if you want to carry on, please do.
Okay, sure. So we also have at Disability Direct, we have a carers clinic, which is an exciting new event that's taking place. Well, it's a drop-in centre where carers from anywhere in Derbyshire can drop in, come and have a cup of tea, cake. It's all free. Our first drop-in session is starting this Thursday, not this Thursday, the 19th. So that's next Thursday, the 19th of June, and it's at 10 a.m. at our head office in Pride Park. So there it's just connecting with other carers, connecting with our team of people who look after carers, giving you some tender loving care, and just signposting you to services that we know that may be of help for you. It's all about you as a carer, and it's just a wonderful supportive environment, and I believe the tea and cake was really good. So how to attend that, you can drop in. Ideally, you can let us call the number on the screen, or email, or go online to let the team know that you are coming. But I'm sure there will be spare tea and cake for those who haven't been able to let us know. So Thursday, the 19th of June at 10 a.m. in Pride Park at our head office. So another thing we do at Disability Direct is welfare rights. So anyone who needs help with their benefits, they can contact us, and the contact details will be on the next screen. So it's sometimes a bit of a quagmire to go down the benefit system, knowing what benefits you're entitled to, or how do you fill out forms. We have a wonderful service that is growing with staff because of the need, called Welfare Rights, and you can access that free of charge. Just need to book an appointment and try and do it in good time. If you have a benefits expiring or something, try get in touch with us in good time, because it can be a little bit of a wait to see an advisor. But the things we can help with are on the screen there: DW form completion, disability living allowance, attendance allowance, sorry, mixing my words, personal independence payment, carers allowance, job seekers allowance, employment and support allowance, income support, incapacity benefit, pension credit, housing benefit, council tax benefit, working child tax credits, social fund budgeting loans, Motability, Blue Badge scheme, statutory sick pay, benefit checks and entitlements, universal credits, advice and guidance on all aspects of welfare benefits. So it may be that you've fallen on hard times and you think, gosh, I don't know what benefits I'm entitled to. Give us a call. The phone numbers are again the same as the one on previous screen, or you can email Sarah directly on that email address. So that's my fast little blurb for now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
There are some questions.
Sure.
I have one to start with. The carers drop
Can I
in.
stop
Was
sharing,
that
or
weekly?
should
Sorry, was that monthly?
screen up?
So was the carers drop in weekly or monthly? Did you say? Sorry.
Sorry.
The carers drop in. Was that?
It's
weekly
monthly,
or
I believe.
Monthly. Okay, super.
Or let me just double check that. Fortnightly, my apologies, fortnightly.
Oh, fortnightly, Thursdays 10 till 1.
1, yeah.
Okay. And then there was another question about your welfare rights advice and
Yes.
whether or not that was free of charge.
Yes, absolutely free of charge. There's no charge at all.
Okay, super.
If I just meant to say about the talking therapies, my apologies, you get 12 sessions. So, and that's completely free as well. It's up to 12 sessions. We say up to because sometimes clients say, I'm done at 6. There's no obligation to fulfill the 12, but it's completely free.
Super, thank you. Well, it's amazing information, and I apologise for not adding that to the main PowerPoint, but I will do now. And so if we send it out, can you hear me okay? So
Yes.
if we send it out, it will be on the main PowerPoint. So I will add that retrospectively. Apologies for that. Thank you everybody for coming today. We have run over, but we kind of had a bit of a full docket. If Alice, do you want to stop recording and we can